Okay, so I just started a video and had to end it because the Delmont police were calling me back. Which I almost started crying when I was talking to the police officer who was just calling me back, telling me how I get my police reports. And I don't cry often, and I'm going to try to not cry on this video, but I don't even know where to start other than I am just so sick. I am physically ill from this court abuse, this extreme court abuse, and that's what it is. And everyone just straight up lies and antagonizes me and allows my children to be abused and kept from me for no reason. So, you know, all the reasons he lies and says the guardian ad litem, or the weather, or they don't want to see me, blah, 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 blah. I know the man, I had him on the stand, and I know when he's just straight up making up lies, which he is, basically saying that my kids don't want anything to do with me. We went in, she denied my change of venue, she denied my recusal. I mean, these are all the notes I'm taking, which I took, which I will try to make sense of these notes and document everything that happened today. So, but basically she said that she's going to change the order, saying, okay, that we are to work it out amongst ourselves of when I see the kids. We're to work it out amongst ourselves. Well, I thought that was my spousal support order coming in, but it's saying I'm a month behind on my child support. Well, guess what? I haven't seen my kids in almost 2 months. So I'm not paying child support until I start seeing my kids. All right. And she started out with the equitable distribution, which she was supposed to cover again in the end, and she did not cover. Which Gino and Eric D did lie about a couple of things, saying that they already paid Tim Andrews for their part of the divorce, which I was told we each owe $3,500. He says we each owe we each owe $3,000, and Gino already paid him. However, Tim Andrews, last time I spoke to him, the divorce master says he did not pay them. We talked about the cars, the house, whatever other vehicles. But most importantly, we talked about my kids and that they plan to just keep them from me, and they're going to let it be up to Gino whether or not they see me or not. And that is what she said. And she doesn't care if she screams, she interrupts. You know, I need a trial. I still have 5 appeals lingering in Supreme Court, which she said she can't give me a final order until I'm done appealing. Well, I said, well, Superior Court said they wouldn't do anything with my orders because I was going to get an order, a final order, on January 4th. And she starts screaming and interrupts me. What else is new? So, but I mean, so then she had us write down questions that we wanted us to ask, or her to ask my kids. They said they were going to take back my oldest son first, but they took him back last because I went to the restroom. So she went back. She didn't really say, I wrote these lists of questions down. She didn't really say if, any of their answers. She just said that she said that my daughter is sad because she wishes she could be with me and me take her places like everyone else goes with their mom's places. However, in the next sentence, she told me that my daughter is adamant that she never wants to see me again, that she's the one that's adamant that never wants to see me again, even though she just said in the sentence before that Gianna is sad that she doesn't have me around like every other friend of hers has their mom around. However, Gino didn't say that. Gino just said that he thought Gianna was scared to talk to me just because she hadn't talked to me in so long. Didn't say that sometimes they just say they don't want to go, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know what's going on. Melissa's there. My kids are sitting over there. Judge Benoni is never going to rule in my favor, ever. We already have Dr. Bush saying, give the kids back. She refused Jonathan after allowing Jonathan. It doesn't matter what therapist I go to or what they say, her chosen one or not her chosen one. And if it's not, she's going to end up hating them anyways. And if it is her chosen one that I pay for, when they say give her her kids back, like Dr. Bush did over 2 years ago in March, she's going to start screaming in court like she did today. You know. It's a losing battle. The judge hates my guts. I've done nothing wrong. And of course, I don't ever regret my children. I love my children more than anything in the world. But I just cannot believe that I had children with a man like this. I cannot believe that I had children with a man capable of doing all these things. Do you love your mom? Do you want to live with your mom and your dad? Meaning both of us, 50-50? Do you want to be kept completely from your mom? No, they don't. Do you want a phone or to use your phone to text freely and call your mom? And also they're trying to say that I'm saying stuff about Melissa and Gino. I am not, but they are allowed to say whatever the fuck they want, which these questions, because they're not held to the same standards. They're child abusers. Do you want your mom to attend your sports and school events like she used to? Do Melissa and your dad speak bad about your mom? Do Melissa and your dad tell you what to say and feel concerning your mom? Are you bribed or threatened to turn against your mom? Do you think Melissa and or your dad try to keep you from your mom and turn you against her? Do you always want to be with your mom before Melissa came into the picture, or did you always want to be? Of course. Has your mom always protected you? Has your mom always taken wonderful care of you? Are you scared to go to the doctor without your mom? Does your mom love you? Were you upset Grace Life Church married your dad and Melissa? Does your mom support you? Does your mom know what's best for you? Does your mom want what's best for you? Do you want all of this court stuff and fighting to be over so we can move on in peace? Do you want your mom to take you to the doctor? So these are questions that I jotted down as she asked. I took notes during the whole day. Yes. And I don't know. So I guess I will probably call the Supreme Court and kind of try to get a timeline on when they're going to have a decision here. And once I know if it's going to be denied, then I'm going to file for another trial. And in the meantime, I just, hope that Gino lets me see my kids. This is just completely absurd abuse. And in the meantime, I will have to keep protesting at the church and at the courthouse. I have to get my story out there because we need help. This is extreme abuse. I did stop at the DA's office on my way out. They said that they were just waiting for me to call about my criminal complaints. They were just waiting for me to call them so they can look into everything. So they were closing in 15 minutes. Eric D actually followed me down to see what I was doing, which he got to listen to the whole thing to see what I was doing. So we'll see what they have to say, but it's all court abuse. It's all straight lies. Gino lied on the stand again today. And it's straight up child abuse that they're doing this to my kids. It's straight up disgusting child abuse. And as I said today, and anyone looking at my kids' pictures, you can see the difference. Everyone can see the difference of pictures when they were living with mom to when they're not living with mom. All three of my kids' lips are completely chapped today. Anyone looking at them can see the difference. You can see the oppression all over their pitiful little faces. And yes, they were happy to see me. My daughter hugged me, said she loved me, and so did my boys. And there's more to that story as I have time and the strength to explain everything more in depth later. But it's court abuse. It's straight up court abuse. It's disgusting. I need to get my story out there. If anyone has any suggestions on what I should do next, please let me know. And the more I think about it, the more this lawsuit, as far as Jessica Carter goes, really also falls just under FAMFA. I should probably just sue FAMFA. And also, I'm going to sue the church, and I need an attorney to sue Melissa and Gino for this extreme abuse, which Eric D is trying to act like he's going to get fees out of the divorce for whatever Gino's endured, of charging me with strangulation, which hasn't been $1 out of his pocket. However, it's cost me jobs and all kinds of things, which is why I'm going to sue. And attorneys have been telling me I have a civil lawsuit for a long time now. And what about all the fees I've incurred? What about all the fees I've incurred? She didn't give me a decision today on the equitable distribution. I guess she just never planned to give me any money anyways, but they antagonized me on the stand from not having the money, not for representing myself, but yet will not give me the money and not even address the issue that we were there for today. It's all about destroying me because they're horrible human beings and it's complete injustice.